Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Eric.
And I'm John, and welcome back to John's RC. And today we are at the Pomona Fairplex to enjoy the RC Expo 2022. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Alright guys. found the Horizon Hobby booth our favorite product.
Let's go and see the planes that they have.
Check out this F-14 Tomcat. Wow.
This jet is absolutely beautiful, and it is my dad's favorite jet, so wow.
All right, check out this Horizon Hobby magazines here. Let's pick these up. Let's pick up a 2022 catalog. Oh, we need a bag for all of this stuff. One bag. The one that you love and have.
What I had almost lost. Yeah, I was wishing.
Looks like you get the flyer. Yeah, right. Bigger one. $25. It's unusual. It's unusual way. Hey, we're just on YouTube. This is John. John's RC.
Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
We get a picture.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, get in there. Come on. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Got it?
Yeah, we were hoping that.
Glad you guys came by. And I wasn't sure if anybody was going to come by the show. I asked Craig if he knew, and he's like, I don't know, maybe.
Oh, man, we wouldn't. I mean, I don't know.
I'm sorry, it's okay.
Probably not going to release it until closer to July at this point. They're still having some trouble getting these leaves straight. So if these are twisted at all, it has a lot of issues. So the tips stall on landing. It's very hard to trim in the air. So they're working on it. They're building some jigs to I think they're even adding another spar. Yeah, I mean, this one is basically this was a production. And this particular one, they sent it to me to do some videos with, and I did shoot a couple videos, and it flies great. But this one was better than most.
Oh, yeah?
And so, because the vast majority of them are having issues, they're going to have to just add that extra spar to get that additional kind of rigidity so it doesn't twist. Yeah, right now there's only the one spar, I believe. They're going to have another one. Actually, it's two here, but I think they're adding another one maybe in the middle. Something that can keep it from twisting in the meantime. Otherwise, it'll end up, see, this has wash out, so it curves in, which is what you want. Some of them are coming to wash out, washing in, curved up, which causes it to install very badly. This one's good. So they're hopefully going to get that corrected here in the next month, and then they'll finish producing out. They'll ship them to us. The shipping now taking about 2 months instead of 1 month. That's going to add another month, so it'll probably be getting more like June or July. Yep. Bugs don't have we don't have a 4-cell battery in here. I just have a 3-cell. That's what we had at the show. It's made for a 4-cell battery, of course.
Okay.
That's why I have the battery upside down so I don't confuse people. It won't fly on 3-cell.
4-cell 2200?
4-cell 2200 fits in their electric garage, flies great.
Wow.
About 4 minutes of flight time, 4 to 5 minutes depending on how you fly it. So not long, not short. Pretty good, and it's a very common battery, so a lot of people have 3 or 4 of them, so they can swap them out pretty quickly. It's just like an ultra micro as far as it comes out of the box ready to go, just like this. Everything is already installed, programmed, ready to go.
Oh, so you don't have to do anything, you don't have to screw anything
Not to do anything.
Really,
Nothing at all.
really ready to go.
Yeah, the only thing that you might change, and it comes with the landing gear out of the box, but some people are going to fly it on the grass, so you can pull the landing gear out. If you want to, you can pop those out and fly with hand launch and belly land. It's not super easy to hand launch because it's hard for people to pull, but it can be done.
Have you done it?
I've done it, yeah. I prefer the wheels, but some people don't have the option because they don't fly over pavement. So if they don't have that option, it's not hard to hand launch. In fact, there's a mode inside built in. When you have safe on and you launch it, it senses the extra G-forces from you throwing it, and it adds up elevator for the first few seconds, so it climbs out at a higher angle. So if you have a bad launch, it helps get it up into the air quicker. And so it only activates when you throw it because it feels that extra G-force. When you're on the ground and you take off, it just works like normal. So it's pretty cool that it's got that built-in kind of like launch assist mode, so to speak.
How is it when you're taking off?
Very scaled, very scaled. So it takes a little while to build up speed, and then it rotates and it kind of rides the wings for a little bit, just like a full scale, and then it comes off the ground. It's very easy. It's not hard to take off and land really at all. In fact, it's easier to land than a lot of jets. The hardest part is just seeing it. It's pretty small, it's gray, and especially when you have the wing sweat back, it's pretty hard to see it. So orientation is a bit of an issue, but that's where safe comes in. If you have safe set up, then you turn safe on, and at least you go and know it's back to level. So a lot of times if I lose orientation, I just turn safe on, and it'll stick in the corner, and it does a nice turn until I can see what it's doing, and then I have once I regain my orientation, I turn safe back off. Safe is very helpful on this airplane.
It's definitely capable of all 3D maneuvers.
It can do regular aerobatics, loops, rolls, inverted flying, things all the way back, things all the way out. There's also a middle position. So there's 3 positions for the wing. Most of the time you'll take off and land like that. A lot of people will fly it around mostly like this. It's easier to fly like this, it's easier to see, but it is a little bit faster and it does look a bit cooler with the wings back. It's just a little harder to see. Now when the wings are back, then each of these 3 switch positions is a different flight mode.
Okay.
So that's something that's different on this airplane. Now, every one of our radios that we sell, the DX6E all the way up to the IX20, has flight modes.
Yeah.
So normally, a lot of people will set up their radios so that it just has trims for one flight mode. All the switch positions are the same trims. This airplane is not like that. Every time you move the wings a different position, the trim is slightly different.
Oh, really?
Because the aerodynamics of the model
changes,
and it's not built perfectly, precisely 100% straight. And so for that reason, you'll have a little bit different aileron trim and a little bit different elevator trim in this position and also in this position. So in the manual, it tells you how to do it. It's very easy. It's like 2 extra steps, and you set up flight modes. So each time I move the switch, there's a different trim setting. So every time that not every time, the first time you go out and fly it, you trim it with the wings out. Then you land, and then you make sure that the trims are not super far off. If they're really far off, you have to mechanically adjust the linkages. We explain all this in the manual. I'll do a video that explains it as well. And then once you have that mechanically adjusted pretty close to the wings out, then you take off, retrim it with the wings out, then you trim it with the wings in the middle position, then you trim it with the wings all the way back. And again, all 3 positions are slightly different trims. And also, each of the 3 positions has different programming for different amounts of throw, because when the wings are back, it needs more elevator and less aileron. So when the wings go all the way out, it gives you more aileron. See that?
Yeah.
And so it does that automatically. It increases the elevator throw as I pull back the wings, and it reduces the ailerons. And so you can see it's increasing the ailerons as I put the wings out.
Check it out.
So it's doing all of that internally. The trims are handled on your radio in flight modes, but everything else is handled internally in the flight controller. So it's been a lot of work to tune it to make it pretty easy to fly. But now it's set so I can go into a turn with the wings out, and I can sweep the wings And just holding the stick in about the same position, it'll maintain a consistent turn all the way through a transition. Now, we don't recommend that people transition the wing while they're turning. That's more experienced pilots. Most people will do it in straight level flight, but we have it programmed so it's that smooth of a transition because, again, it adjusts automatically the aileron and the elevated. And so, by the way, those tailerons, that is the full scale uses those for ailerons and elevators. It doesn't use ailerons. On the full scale, these are flaps. So on the full scale, they just have these used when they're taking off and landing. They put those flaps down.
So for programming on the NX10, is there a template for it that you can download?
There is. It's very simple though. I recommend to most people, I know a lot of people like the templates, I don't recommend that. I want people to learn how to program their radio. So the manual explains step by step now. It didn't used to be, you used to just have a chart and say you need to do these settings. Now we're changing our manuals to say do this, then do this, then do this, then do this.
That's perfect.
Because we really want people to learn. Because a lot of people are like, I need the template, I need the template. Yes, the template is nice, but you don't always have access to a template. Most of the time there is, but like on the NX series, we don't update the software in this as often as we update our models.
That's what I noticed.
It's not going to be inside this radio yet. It won't be for a few more months. Now, this one in particular might get into the radio before we release the plane, but most of our planes, they get released before it's in the radio.
And so what happens? You just update somewhere on the radio,
and it comes with
it.
Or you can go to the website now and download just the file and load in just that file. That's an option. So that is how most people do it now. But I really just tell people, learn your radio. It's not hard to do. If you follow now the outline step-by-step instructions in the manual, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple to get programmed. In this particular one, the only thing that's unusual is you just have to set up flight modes. But it's very, very easy to do. So in fact, this one's not set up for right now because we just have it, functioning right now as this. But if you go into the system setup here, see this flight mode setup?
Yeah.
You just go there, and you're going to tell it this switch. And I don't know the settings here, I think it's 5, but basically it has you program a couple settings there and that's it. And then when I go back, now see it says flight mode 1, flight mode 9, flight mode 8. I have to change those numbers. This isn't a default setup. So basically then every time I change the trim in the one position, see that? Oh, I have to tell it the trims need to follow the flight modes. Anyway, I don't know how to exactly do it off the top of my head, but
so it's auto trimming based on the angle of the sweep, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's manual trim, so you have to trim it. Every airplane's a little different. Some airplanes will need a little more aileron, a little more elevator. We build them as straight as we can, but because they're foam, they can't be perfectly straight. If it was composite, it would be fine, or even if it was wood. But because it's foam, there's just a little bit of variation in every airplane.
How much you weigh? Well, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, the Forest isn't a lot heavier.
Well, I think you guys did an awesome job. The F-14 Tomcat has always been my favorite plane since I was a kid. Since I was younger than him.
Okay, guys have always wanted it. It's a little smaller than some people hoped for, but we wanted it to use a common battery.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have retracts because it's this small. But if this does well, we might consider making a bigger one.
I hope you guys make like a 70 or 80 mil version like the F-16-80, but on an F-14.
Well, we won't do the 80 because Freewing has one.
I see.
But,
Okay.
70 is an option.
I will definitely check that out. Well, Jason, thank you so much for being here, guys. So, awesome. We're going to go look around.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you guys for the support.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice meeting you.
We got our Proco while they're on that side.
How you guys doing?
Hey, it's a free poster. Free poster's a free poster. So, yeah, let's go get it. All right, let's go visit the JR Proco.
Honey.
You guys make the best stuff, man. All we have. Thanks. You guys selling shirts? Yeah, we did.
Well, get one if you need one.
Need is a rubber band.
Oh.
This is actually designed this whole thrust vectoring motor as close to the F-35 as possible. So what does make this unique is we're using high-tech CAN servos in here. So the CAN servos, they're given position feedback, but they can also do multiple locations. I mean, this is nice.
This is a
new radio.
huge.
Check out the new German radio.
28.
Looks very well made.
It's already, when you turn it on, you see the blue light. It's already connected, so you can fly right away, even if it's starting off.
Wow.
Beautiful. Did you say 28 channels? Is running on Android or is it on Samsung? Or is it Android? $1,800. Definitely a pricey radio. Beautiful radio. I want to get back into helicopters. Look at this beauty. It's the type that one can. You fly helicopter?
I do.
Are you?
It's a totally different game.
It is a totally
I get lost. There's a front, but actually, to me, there's no front.
yeah. Right.
Go back and forth. I get very intimidated.
Are these, how much are they for sale?
$25.
$20? I can take one? Oh, thank you. I got one. There you go.
You have to wear it.
I will.
I'm going to wear it right now, as a matter of fact. I have to wear it, so I'm going to put it on. Gotta advertise. Show love for JR Proco. Is that one of your secure? Oh, I see. You got quite a bit of awesome. Right, mind if I take one of these? All right. Hey, Mom scored a free hat. Great.
Thank you.
Try out the flight simulator.
Is that one?
It's really stabilized. Yeah. Non-stabilized.
This is an actual working RC plane?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we're using high-tech CAN servos inside of it to work with the autopilot.
So this thing takes off vertically, I take it?
It can take off either vertically or horizontally.
Wow, let me check out these fences.
How is it flight-wise?
Sorry?
How is it flight-wise?
Why?
The designer said that manually it's going forward. But he said that let the autopilot do the work. Basically.
So is this actually for sale? Or is this like a one-off?
No, this is a hobby. This is just a theory, you know, a theory put into practice.
Nice to actually have a working one.
This one actually works. This was in competition.
Oh, really?
And won, I believe.
It's just voting.
Voting. Still.
Awesome. Thank you.
butter topping.
Oh, okay.
You'll like it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. What is this?
Yeah, you can refill.
There's space in the back.
like to have media.
Additional 5%. No, 50%, 5%. So this is the show special price, and then you have additional 5% on this price.
Alright, look at that, I got one right here. Beautiful mint battery shot. That's what we do, bro. Alright, you want to get a spin? You're following this too, right? Yeah, I'll give you a spin. Show the young one how it's really done, huh? Putting all the power into it. Right. And if you're in line, all you gotta do to spin is be following us on social media. So either Facebook, Instagram, bonus points on TikTok, because I'm on there dancing. So if you comment down there and look cute, maybe I'll give you another spin. Yeah. Take look at that. Look at that. That's why Dad brings home the bacon. Right? There you go. Thank you, sir.
All right, cash and card.
SpaceX competition. Really, they're a different market. I was thinking it was
Gotta have a massive sticker. Sarah can go 40 miles on total. She's got a rad power bike. You don't even need a house anymore.
This is their mid-size one. They have a smaller one, they have a bigger one called the Mantis. So this is where you got to get it.
And then you turn it up to 7. Hey, whoa!
Honey.
Alright guys, so Flex Innovations is doing some flight demos with these RV4s, so yeah, this should be pretty cool.
What do you do for us? So? I think it's a blade. He's a rising guy. That's E-flite.
That's awesome. That's good,
Now Oakwood Blue and Oakwood Green, Oakwood Pink, all separate by 1 lap each. Oakwood Yellow just checked in.